programs? Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, and welcome to a video that I'm actually pretty sure I have made at one point in the past, but I think it got corrupted along with my G1 Hot Rod video. Anyone who doesn't know or remember, a long time ago, I had a couple videos I posted. For some reason, YouTube just destroyed their video quality, screwed everything up about them, so I deleted them. And unfortunately, this was before I knew how to responsibly, keep backups of my videos and stuff, especially like while I'm waiting for the uploads and the processing and everything to happen correctly. So those videos are gone, waiting to be redone. I'm pretty sure this is a video that had the same thing happen to it, but I genuinely cannot remember at this point. But enough yammering. We're looking at Battle Class Starscream, which is the last Battle Class figure that I haven't looked at, actually. And, yeah, we're getting the worst part of this figure out of the way right now. That is the jet mode. Now, to be fair, not just within Cyberverse, but as a Starscream collector as a whole, I can say, while this is not the worst Starscream ship, plane mode I've seen, it's still pretty low on the totem pole there. Yeah, this does look pretty bad, though I will give many kudos to all the molded detail here on the wings. That does look really nice in my opinion. From certain angles it's not half bad. From other angles it is very obvious this figure isn't up to a whole lot. And apparently it has a fuzzball. Awesome. Yeah, it's got some ports under the wings so that you can plug in, spare null rays from other figures or something if you want. It's a serviceable jet mode, though nothing great. This front landing gear does fold up. These ones are just stuck in place, unfortunately. But it's a thing. It kind of does what it needs to. Where this guy shines, though, is his robot mode. So we're going to get there. Yes, again, I'm going to break my own, new format and do the transformation in the video. Start by folding up the feet here like I just did absentmindedly. Come down here and pop the forearms off of the wings. You see there's a little slot right there. Tab sticking out of the wing. Just pop those out, free them up, shift up the shoulders, take the wings back here, fold them up, and there's two little tabs there that will slot in right there. Oh, wait, before you do that, take the nose cone and extend it up on this double hinge, then fold that up. And then there's a slot right here in the back of the nose cone. We'll tab in right there to lock everything in place. Spin the legs around and unpeg them from each other. And this is the reason that you get this little figure. I do not have this plugged in correctly. There we go. This is actually a pretty stellar little, robot mode, especially for a figure this size. Again, this is effectively what we used to know as Scout Class when I was a kid. And it does actually a pretty good job, in my opinion. If I can get it to focus here, the head sculpt is actually very nicely done. He doesn't have a whole lot of paint, but I would argue he has enough, though they definitely should have thrown some blue just on these two sections of his legs. Starscream does look weird when he's got the red but no blue going on. But posability-wise, as usual with these little Battle Class guys, the head is locked in place. Got a ball joint in the shoulder so the arm can move out. Can do a full rotation if the wings aren't getting in the way. Little bit past 90-degree bend at the elbow there. Unfortunately, no bicep swivel. Waist rotation, ball joint at the hips. He can kick forward. He can kick back. He can do the splits. He's got a really, really deep knee bend, actually, which is very nice. And you can, fold down the toe. It's not, the most posable figure ever, but, until the core class guys started coming out, this was a very acceptable amount of posability for a figure this size. And him being battle class, that does mean he came with a little vehicle that will serve as his armor. As you can see, you just got this little front end loader, I believe is the technically correct term here. I don't think it's a straight up bulldozer. I'm not sure. I know someone's going to correct me in the comments. Even if I get it right, they're going to correct me. But yeah, it's just a simple little thing, no wheels or anything, but that does mean that the treads are an unbroken sculpt, so I will accept that. Bucket actually does raise and lower, which is always nice. So, to convert this into armor, yeah, you just rip it apart. This part just has kind of a long slot right here. Tabs on right there in front of the cab, I guess. Open this up, come to the bottom here, and there's two little tabs sticking up there. Little slot on up in here. Let's get those off. Then throw it on this guy. So, two peg holes here on his shoulders. Go ahead and peg those on. And there's a tab sticking out right there. We'll slot into his chest, lock it in place. And there's actually a little cutout spot in these treads. So you're going to go ahead and line that up so that you peg them into the side of his leg and pass his fin through that little cutout. And then there's just a peg here on the bottom side, and he holds the little plow. And there you've got him in his armor mode. It's, like with most of these, it's kind of silly, but the fact it's there is actually still pretty neat, as well as the fact that this guy is covered in ports, which means there is all kinds of fun to be had with this guy and your fossilizers, weaponizers, battleizers, izerizers. Yeah, this guy actually is perfect for just doing all kinds of weird, fan gestalts and stuff. And on that note, by the way, yes, I know this looks absolutely terrible. I kind of had to do this on the fly. If you want to see how to do this kind of thing well, go check out the channel Agent Orinj, link in the description. The dude has figured out how to practically turn Transformers into Lego. It's amazing. Check him out. But yeah, that is kind of the main thing to really keep in mind about these little battle class guys, is that this is where the fun in them lies. They're fine enough little simple figures, but if you've got, some of the fossilizers or, like I said, the izerizers hiding around, there is so much ridiculous fun to be had by making your own weird, customs, custom combiners and stuff with these guys. So, as always with these battle class guys, I do give this guy a very high recommendation if you're able to find him. Last I saw, not terribly long ago, you could still find all of these guys on Hasbro's official eBay page of all places. So, go check. They're definitely worth getting. They're a little simple, but A, they're not very expensive. B, they're simple, but they're still good. Like, I would say this is the weakest of them all when it comes to alt modes and transformations and stuff, but he's still a good Starscream figure. And then obviously C or 3, whichever system I'm using, I already forgot, tons of combining potential, which is always fun. So, anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.